Hello and welcome back to the D-COT Discast. I'm your host Steve, and today is Friday, July 28th, 2023. Today we're talking about a VIP tour discount, a new Disneyland restaurant, Happiest Haunts guided tour, an update to Fantasmic at Disneyland, and more.
You are the passengers in a most uncommon elevator about to ascend into your very own episode of
the D-COT Discast. Let's start with Disney's California Adventure. The new area, San Francisco, inspired by Big Hero 6, has been under development for a while. Well, the Port of San Francisco Cerveceria, I really hope I said that right, opened on Tuesday, July 25th. Looking at the website, the only item that is available there to purchase is the garlic and pinwheel chips mix for $6.49. They have a wide selection of beer, and you can get a bottle of Dasani water for just $4.39. Or you can do what I do and just ask for ice water. It's free, especially in this heat. You'll be drinking a lot of water. Just get the free ice water. Port of San Francisco Cerveceria is located at Disney's California Adventure in Pacific Wharf. Now over to Disneyland Park. Alice in Wonderland is back open after some refurbishment. The dark ride first opened in 1958 and was significantly updated in the 1980s. Guests board a caterpillar-shaped ride vehicle and are transported into the magical world of Wonderland alongside Alice. I love this attraction so much. I know it might seem simple, but the wait time is usually low. It's a dark ride combined with an outside stroll for part of it. If you've never experienced it, there is a section of the ride where you go outside and you're on the roof overlooking the park. It's so fun. I'm happy to hear that it's back open for guests to enjoy. Disney announced that Fantasmic will be returning to Disneyland Park in 2024. They had to shut it down due to the dragon fire that happened in April. The entire dragon, poor Maleficent, went up in flames and was completely destroyed. Here is the statement from Disney. Our goal is to always deliver the best possible show for our guests. With that in mind, we are planning the return of Fantasmic with exciting new magic in spring 2024. Okay, do you know what the exciting new magic is? Okay, well, I'll fill you in. It's removing the dragon. Yes. When Fantasmic returns to Disneyland Park next year, it will not include the dragon, but will feature new special effects and a new climactic scene between Sorcerer Mickey and Maleficent. Well, isn't that a bunch of bullshit? They give Disney an excuse to simplify things, and they take it. Let me run down a few of them. Look at what they've done with the nighttime shows at the Magic Kingdom. Enchantment was basically a projection nighttime show with minimal fireworks. Cheaper for Disney to run, less entertaining to guests. COVID-19, no more FastPass. Make people pay for it with Genie Plus. Less than optimal for guests. COVID-19, park pass reservations and hopping limitations. Let's remove the freedom for guests to move about from park to park whenever they want. What really grinds my gears is that instead of Disney creating a new dragon, which made Fantasmic at Disneyland Park so much better than Disney World's, of course that's my opinion, they're going for an easier way and cheaper way out. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions too soon, and perhaps the new reimagined climactic scene between Sorcerer Mickey and Maleficent is jaw-dropping, but without a dragon, how are you going to achieve that? More projections? I guess we'll find out next year. Disney's Happiest Haunts guided tour will be offered at Disneyland Resort again this year. With reservations available beginning on August 3rd, during this tour around Disneyland Park, guests will enjoy chilling stories and thrilling experiences. Here is a description from Disneyland. Let your tour guide lead your intimate group through Disneyland Park, adorned with eerie and delightful Halloween decorations. Here's some frightfully fun tales as you journey to a shadowy bayou to begin the adventure-filled Pirates of the Caribbean experience. As part of the tour, get a photo op with the hitchhiking ghost. On the day of the tour, enjoy reserved viewing of Halloween Screams, a nighttime spectacular. Wondrous Journeys will have its final 2023 performance on August 31st before Halloween Screams takes over. Disney announced the Hatbox Ghost Sipper is available now in Disneyland for $29.79. It also includes a fountain beverage, and it'll be available at Harbor Galley. Disneyland Resort is testing a new mobile merchandise order service with participants able to get free parking. Beep, beep. The service will allow guests to make orders of $20 or more for select merchandise and pick up their items same day at World of Disney in the downtown Disney District. Not only will eligible Magic Key holder discounts be applied to qualifying merchandise mobile orders, but guests that make a $20 minimum purchase in the Disneyland app for same-day pickup at World of Disney may also enjoy complimentary same-day parking at the Simba lot for up to 3 hours. There's a lot of stuff going on at Disneyland, I'll tell you. So at Disney's California Adventure, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout will become Guardians of the Galaxy Monsters After Dark on September 1st, 2023, and the overlay will remain through Halloween, October 31st. Here is Disney's description of the overlay. Do you have what it takes to save Groot from crazed creatures on the loose? Amid the chaos of the Guardians of the Galaxy's rescue attempt, Groot got left behind. Even worse, the Collector's Fortress is now mired in a total state of emergency and overrun with menacing beasts. Your objective? Team up with Rocket to return to the fortress, distract the monsters, and escape with his buddy in tow, but proceed with caution. With the Guardians of the Galaxy involved, the plan is bound to run into a few unexpected ups and downs. Drinks, 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 hey, hoy, hoy, hoy. One of Disney's big money makers are drinks. Alcoholic drinks, to be exact. And why not add some more into the parks? That's right, starting September 12th, alcohol is now being will be served at 3 Disneyland restaurants. Disney Parks announced that this fall, 3 Disneyland restaurants will begin offering wine, beer, specialty cocktails, and other non-alcoholic beverages. These restaurants are Carnation Cafe, River Belle Terrace, and Cafe Orleans. Back in the 50s, Walt Disney was quoted by Pete Martin of the Saturday Evening Post stating, quote, "No liquor, no beer, nothing. Because that brings in a rowdy element. That brings people that we don't want, and I feel they don't need it." End quote. Obviously, things have changed. If you're a Magic Key holder over on the West Coast, you now have another chance to pick up the previously released Disney 100 Castle print featuring Mickey and Minnie. The print, which was first released to Magic Key holders back in January of this year, is available now through August 13th while supplies last. The print was originally designed by artist Aja Ellington. Guests can pick up their copy of the print at the following select locations: Disneyana at Disneyland Park, Studio Store at Disney California Adventure, Wonderground Gallery in the downtown Disney District. Let's hop a flight and go over to Walt Disney World. Did you like that transition? It's a little change from the swoosh that you always hear. Anywho, yesterday, Trails End Restaurant and Crockett's Tavern reopened with refreshing new looks and delicious bites you are definitely going to want to try. Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground is what you could say has a cult following. And how can you blame it? You get to experience the magic of the great outdoors together. These new menus at Trails End Restaurant and Crockett's Tavern complement the resort's signature laid-back style and offer the dining flexibility guests are looking for, no matter how they plan to enjoy their day at Walt Disney World. Both dining locations will have a fresh new look. Trails End Restaurant was reimagined to a quick-service restaurant. Crockett's Tavern gives you a beautiful view of Bay Lake. Conveniently located near Trails End Restaurant, this guest favorite has been enhanced with a collection of elevated lounge-style snacks to accompany the array of new and returning beverages and specialty cocktails. There will still be a to-go window for those looking for a libation or a mocktail to enjoy before experience the Hoop-de-Doo musical review. But I'd wait until you enter the Hoop-de-Doo musical review, because you can drink all you want there and save the $16. Head on over to the Disney website to check out the full menus. If you're a huge fan of Disney's Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and who isn't, to be honest here, and you're a pin collector, well, this year they're celebrating its 35th anniversary. Wow. That's right. The movie was released on June 22nd, 1988, when I was a mere 7 years old. Disney has a pin on Shop Disney commemorating 35 years of our laughable rabbit. The pin depicts Who Framed Roger Rabbit billboard that overlooks Disney's Hollywood studios, and it is now available as a limited edition jumbo pin exclusively to D23 Gold members. The pin has a limited edition size of 1,000. It comes on a commemorative backing card featuring an image of Toontown. The back of the pin has a D23 stamp, and the pin is about 1 3/4 inches tall and 4.5 inches wide, while the card is 4 inches by 5 inches. Michelle's favorite movie of all time, I want to say of all time, is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And as soon as I saw this, I let her know. I was like, we gotta get this pin. And then I realized it for D23 Gold members, which we are not. So it looks like we will not be getting this pin. In the last Discast, I mentioned Disney's new movie, Wish. Well, they're casting for someone to play Asha, the female lead in the movie. Performers will have the opportunity to bring this role to life in addition to performing as world-famous Disney characters at their parks and resorts near, of course, Orlando, Florida. They're seeking energetic and expressive candidates who are 5'4" to 5'8" inches tall, with warm, engaging, and outgoing personalities to portray Asha, who is a driven, incredibly smart, sharp-witted 17-year-old who believes in the power of wishes and cares endlessly about her community of Rosas. Asha is an idealist and a leader in the making, even if she doesn't recognize that just yet. Wish is coming to theaters the end of this year, so it probably looks like we'll be seeing Asha in the parks around that time. Have you ever been to a Disney park and saw a group of people walking around with a cast member wearing a plaid vest? If yes, well then you've seen a VIP tour, and these are insanely expensive, like really expensive. These tours are basically a cheat code to experiencing Disney in the most efficient and best way possible, if you got deep pockets. And now you can enjoy a discount on them, which you very rarely see. Disney Vacation Club has announced that members will be able to save 20% on a Disney VIP tour at Walt Disney World for a limited time, and here are the deets. For a limited time, eligible Disney Vacation Club members, remember eligible, that's the key word there, can save 20% on a Disney VIP tour at Walt Disney World Resort on select dates in August and September 2023. Explore the parks with your own VIP tour guide during a customizable experience filled with attractive benefits. The team at Disney VIP Tour Services will plan the most efficient, enjoyable way for groups of up to 10 guests to see and do the things on your list. Just tell your personal VIP tour guide what you'd like to see, and they'll customize your day to your desire. To learn more about these, visit disneyworld.com/VIP tours. Now, before I said eligible, so eligible Disney Vacation Club members, whenever you see that word eligible, it's most likely only the DVC members that have an original contract. It's basically not a resale contract. If you only have a resale contract, chances are you are not going to be eligible for this. But I always wanted to do a VIP tour, but they're really expensive. I think it's like $450 per hour, something like that, up to 10 people. With a minimum of like 7 hours. So it gets pretty pricey. I mean, 20% off is a nice discount to offer. And when they offer discounts like that, it begs the question, do they not have enough VIP tours booked? Why are they offering this discount? We saw that with Star Wars Hotel when they started offering discounts to cast members, DVC members, annual pass holders. And we all know where that went. Today, July 28th, is National Water Parks Day, and what better way to celebrate than with a trip down Crush and Gusher, or maybe enjoying some tidal waves in the iconic wave pool at Typhoon Lagoon. Who's ready to swimsuit up for some watery fun at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon? Make sure to check it out this summer as the splash-tastic thrills heat up while you cool down. For even more water park fun, don't miss out on the summertime exclusive Disney H2O Glow After Hours event, where you can enjoy favorite attractions at night and with lower wait times, a DJ dance party, and more. Well, guess what? You know how I'm going to celebrate National Water Parks Day, which is today? After work, I am going to Disney's Boardwalk Inn Convention Center, and my family and I are doing our fitting. We got booked for another Disney project, and we're super excited for it. So it doesn't look like I'll be splashing anywhere today for the National Water Parks Day, but I think I'll be doing something a little bit more exciting than that. Disney honored longtime coordinator on the Magic Kingdom Park arrival team for nearly 16 years, Diana Shepard Martin, and her family as the Grand Marshals in the July 7th Festival of Fantasy Parade. Diana has helped start countless guests' unique journeys through the Magic Kingdom in the most impactful ways. She's one of the first faces guests see when they enter Magic Kingdom, and Diana uses her radiant smile, welcoming personality, and enthusiastic way of hello to transform Main Street's bustling sidewalks into gateways that feel like home. Diana said, "Today was a dream come true that I never could have imagined. I was so happy that I couldn't even cry." So it's cast members like Diana that really make Disney so truly special. So thank you, Diana, for making Disney what it is, the most magical place on Earth. Actually, scratch that, rewind it. Thank you, Diana, for making Disney what it is, the most expensive place on Earth. Answer this call. Over at MGM, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Max Goof, Donald Duck, and Chip and Dale are changing things up. Chip and Dale can now be found on the grassy lawn by the Hollywood Brown Derby restaurant at various times throughout the day. They also carry around pumpkins with portraits of themselves carved into them because, of course, Disney starts celebrating holidays way too early. Max is no longer in his Powerline costume for his original get up from Goof Troop, and he is now in the former meet and greet area on Grand Avenue. He's moving from Grand Avenue to Echo Lake, and Donald can now be seen also at Echo Lake just outside the 50s Primetime Cafe. So if you're looking for those characters, that's where they are now. Disney's Contemporary Resort, an iconic Walt Disney World building, has been named the ugliest building in Florida by A Lot Travel in their list of ugliest buildings for each state, and has additionally made their top 25 overall list. And here's what they had to say. Quote, "Disney World is usually spot on when it comes to designing things, but what in the world were they thinking when they created the iconic and ugly Contemporary Resort? It looks like a futuristic Aztec pyramid, which is not something you would normally associate with Mickey Mouse," end quote. Listen here, A Lot Travel, whoever the heck you are. I don't know you, but you're gonna know me, because now we got beef. Don't you ever pick on the Contemporary Resort. It's been around since the opening of Walt Disney World in 1971. It was futuristic for its time, and I think it still is today. It had a plan to be a modular building where rooms could be swapped. That's right. To construct it, steel frames were erected on site, and modular pre-constructed rooms were lifted into place by a crane. Unfortunately, settling of the building prevented the rooms from being swapped out, and they're stuck where they are. Now, I'm going to need you to get all the way off Contemporaries back on this, especially because I looked at the other buildings you said were ugly in your article, and they are way worse. Why? One question, though, is why didn't you target the I-4 eyesore for Florida? And for those of you who are not aware of what the I-4 eyesore is, just Google it. Google I-4, which is a huge interstate in Florida, I-4 eyesore, and you'll see what I'm talking about. While we're on the topic of the Contemporary Resort, a very unfortunate event happened on Wednesday, July 26th. A guest fell from a balcony and passed away. A call came out at 5:44 a.m. in the morning. The incident appears to have occurred at Bay Lake Tower. There was a tent set up right under a balcony, which was all taped up. Crime scene investigators and law enforcement were also on the scene. According to the details on the activity log, the scene was closed at around 10:08 a.m. Guests were reportedly redirected because they were not allowed to take the Sky Bridge from Bay Lake Tower to the main building of the Contemporary. Instead, they had to use the parking lot. It is unknown if this was a suicide or an accident, but my heart goes out to the family. Casa de Coco Restaurante de Familia will open on July 29th, tomorrow, 2023. What is this, you may be asking yourself? Well, over in Frontierland in Disneyland Paris, Imagineers are redesigning the Fuente del Oro Mexican-themed restaurant into Casa de Coco Restaurante de Familia. Disney explained that the new restaurant will focus on Miguel's passion for music and love for his family. Disney revealed that guests may hear some familiar music inside the restaurant, ranging from traditional Mexican songs to Remember Me. Inside, look out for tons of little details that you may recognize from the movie. Disney explained that you may see traditional woven fabrics, shoemakers, tools, and shoeboxes featuring the family brand throughout the restaurant. Yesterday marked the opening day of Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival, which will run until November. There's a ton of information online that you can find, images of the passport that's available, pricing and everything for all the food booths and all the food that's available. It's obviously way too much for me to put into a Discast, so if you're interested, go check them out. Give it a search online and I'm sure you'll easily find it. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to head over to Epcot to check it out. Right, it's just way too hot right now for me to do that, so I'm in no rush. But I know eventually I will be getting over there to check out all there is to know and see of the International Food and Wine Festival. Well, folks, that's going to be it for this D-COT Discast. As always, thanks for joining us and thanks for listening. And we hope that you enjoy your weekend and that it's magical. And we look forward to bringing you more Disney stuff next week.
Thank you!
To celebrate Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival grand opening, which was yesterday, but it's also its first weekend being open, I'm going to play you a little snippet from the Food and Wine Festival area loop. This one in particular is from the Food and Wine Festival Light Lab. Enjoy!